How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the Outsiders Skirmish Season Gauntlet. My name is Kel, you might better know me as Red Zone Rogue, and this is a gameplay series where we play with upgraded versions of the Outsiders Blitz starter decks. We're going to be playing both with budget versions of these upgraded decks as well as no budget competitive versions. You know, try to get as competitive as we possibly can, but still be a ton of fun. For this video, I'm going to be playing, you guessed it, Uzuri, my favorite hero in the entire game. And we're going to be playing first with the budget versions. We're going to go over a quick little upgrade guide, talking about the key upgrades that I made to the Blitz starter deck. And then we'll have this video's guest talk about Azalea and their budget options that they made to the Azalea Blitz starter deck. And then, after we play a game, we're going to do the exact same thing, but for the no budget version. So stay tuned for 2 excellent games of Flesh and Blood, and let's go ahead and talk about budget upgrades that I made to the Uzuri Blitz starter deck. Let's do it. All right, and here we have our budget Uzuri list. A big chunk of the deck is stuff that comes in the starter deck. So we have Uzuri, her weapons. We have a lot of our stealth cards here, and some of our what I would call power cards, the cards that we want to kind of sneak on in, like Sneak Attack. A lot of this stuff, more than half the deck, is the Blitz starter deck. So we're not going to talk about that. So let's talk about some of the key upgrades that I think are crucial to upgrade your Uzuri deck to the next level. The first one is Shred. This is a rare from the Dynasty set, and as such is a pretty easy card to get to upgrade your deck. It's a crucial one. It's a very, very powerful attack reaction, debuffing defending cards while also blocking well yourself. I'm a big fan of the yellow and the blue version, having the extra resources to attack with your dagger and then follow up with your stealth into power card, you know, shenanigans is great. I'm also a huge fan of Spreading Plague. This is one of my favorite cards in recent memory. For the simple cost of 1 resource, you get to create X Blood Rot Pox tokens under the defending hero's control, where X is the number of cards defending on this chain link. And so that's just cards, so it counts equipment, it counts cards blocking, it counts reactions. You can really get your opponent with this card, especially if you come in with something like an Infect and they overblock it heavily thinking you're going to do something like a Shakedown, and then you're like, okay, cool, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to Spreading Plague you, and you can have, like, I don't know, 2 to 4 Blood Rot Poxes. Very nasty. Keep an eye out for this in the gameplay. And then, let's see, Shakedown is another crucial card. This is the Uzuri specialization, and it's incredibly powerful. This is the one that you want to see more often than not as your card that you use Uzuri's hero ability to sneak on in. And then up top, we have some of my favorite cards getting included here. We have Leave No Witnesses. This is a classic assassin card, just really good, threatening your opponent's arsenal. And it's also just a 0-for-4 that blocks 3, that works really well with your Snapdragon Scalers if you want to have a go wide turn. And then I'm a huge fan of Codex of Blood Rot. You know what? These two actually work very well in tandem. Codex of Blood Rot forces a card out of your opponent's hand. I like to think of this card almost like a brute card, right? This is almost like a card with Intimidate, sort of, because Codex of Blood Rot forces a card out of your opponent's hand into their arsenal, and then they also get a Blood Rot Pox, which is great. You also get a Ponder, which is great, and you have to put a card from your hand in your arsenal too, but that's a card that you're probably already going to play anyway, like maybe this Leave No Witnesses here, so you can hit them with the Leave No Witnesses and then get rid of that card that was in their arsenal. It's also one less card that they have to block with, one less card that they have to pitch with, one less card that they have to do anything with, so you can do all of your shenanigans. Let's get on with the Azalea deck.
So hello, my name's Az from Go Again Gaming, and welcome to the Flesh and Blood YouTube channel. We're going to be playing some Blitz in preparation for Skirmish season today, and you guessed it, I'm playing Azalea. That's right, my favourite hero in the entirety of the game. But we're going to be doing something quite different today. We're going to be utilising Sand, Scour Greatbow, and a load of the cards that came in Dynasty for their aim counter goodness. Let's have a look at the deck. So this is the sort of $70 to $100 range upgrade from the LSS Blitz deck that was given to us, which you can purchase in stores now. So this deck really cares about, obviously, the interaction between Azalea and Sand, Scour Greatbow. Both of these cards will allow you to put an arrow from the top of your deck into your arsenal with an aim counter on it, and dominate if you obviously use a bit the Azalea ability. So speaking of aim counters, you've got all these cards here that have a lot of value if aim counters are on them. So it is imperative in this deck that we try and get aim counters on absolutely everything that cares about it. So all of these cards will have different effects that care about aim counters. Some of them can be really debilitating, some of them can just push up damage, others can really mess around with your opponent's next turn, or just whittle down their armor, and loads of other different effects you can get from these aim counters here. So try and squeeze all that value out of the aim counters as you can through the use of Azalea and Sandscour Greatbow. A couple of cards that don't care about the aim counters. You've got Battering Bolt and Red in the Ledger, some great cards, especially at the moment in this meta. You've got Red in the Ledger, which only makes them be able to play one action next turn, and Battering Bolt, just discarding all of their non-action cards and revealing their hand, which is good against assassins and what have you, because they always little tricky little things, aren't they? And then we've got loads of cards here which allow us to set up the top of the deck and also buff our arrows. So we've got all these cards here that allow us to set up the top of our deck, so we can then either Azalea it or Sandscour Greatbow it into the arsenal with an aim counter and or dominate. Then we've got a couple of buffs here, again, which are just great. They add extra value to your arrows, and also they give you extra on-hit effects, which are very good. Point the tip is a little bit of redundancy, just in case there is a turn where you can't actually get an arrow into your arsenal through the top of the deck. You can use point the tip to buff it and put an aim counter on it regardless. And then we've got a couple of other buffs here. Fletch to Red Tail, which also makes it harder for the opponent to block if it has an aim counter. And we've got some recursion in Memorial Ground, which allows us to put things on top of our deck from the graveyard, so we can get back those arrows that we've either blocked with or played with in the past to consistently threaten more arrows of the same nature. But yeah, $70 to $100 upgrade. Let's see how it goes.
All right, so here we are with our first match of the Skirmish season. I, of course, as you saw in the beginning, am playing Uzuri, my favorite hero in the game, and I'm joined by Az, who is playing his favorite hero in the game, or maybe just some ranger that he likes.
Is it my favourite hero, Azalea? I don't know.
I
yeah,
mean,
it definitely is.
Everyone knows you're a huge Oldham fan.
Huge Oldham fan, love the fatigue.
Yep.
But yeah, this should be good fun. So I hope everyone's having fun with Outsiders and prepping for Skirmish season. And I don't know about you, Kel, but I'm running a deck that is more sort of thought-provoking, throwing ideas out there rather than like running the standard Death Dealer sort of stuff. But yeah, it should be fun nonetheless. I'm
going to be doing Uzuri things. That's my goal. We are playing with the budget versions of these decks, but we will have like full no budget versions as well in game 2. So stick around for that. So let's go ahead and roll to see who goes first.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I got a 1. That does not bode well.
I got a 4.
All right. What is your choice?
I'll be going first.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yep. Well,
just because of the dominate on a stick.
I was gonna say, please don't dominate me. Please be nice. Be nice.
Cool. I will try my hardest to still dominate you.
Aw, bummer.
But yeah. Good luck. Have fun. That's what it's all about here on the Legend Story Studios Flesh and Blood main channel. Just having some fun. I hope you're all doing the same. So let's do this thing.
Yeah, likewise.
So we will play A. We will activate. No, we will do this first. So I'm going to play Scout the Periphery. Look at top card of target hero's deck. That's going to be my own. And the next attack I play from Arsenal gets +3. So look at the top card. Okay. It's not an opt, importantly, so I can't change that card. I just need to know what that is. But saying that, we can now play a... Do we want to play that, though? No, probably not, actually. So we're going to pitch a blue into the Sandscour Greatbow, which leaves us with 2 floating. We look at the top card of our deck. We already know what it is, and then we're just going to put a card. We're just going to put a card from our hand face up into our arsenal instead, which is going to be a Barbed Undertow, so it won't get the aim counter, unfortunately. And then we're just going to pay 1 to fire this at you for 8. That's it.
8, you say?
Yeah, just 8 damage, raw damage.
I will block. It's a little bit of an interesting block here, but I think this is what we go. We'll go 3, 6, 7, 8. So we'll block for the full 8 here.
Cool. Yeah, so that's fully blocked. No reactions or anything, and I'm just going to Arsenal this card and pass. That's
cool.
It.
And I'll draw up when you draw up. Let's see what we get. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna do some Uzuri stuff. Let's start off by thinking about my life decisions. We're gonna attack. We're gonna attack with this Infect, one of my favorite stealth cards. So this is coming in for 1, and if it hits, generates a Blood Ret Pox under your control. Just given the gift of the Pox.
Gift of Pox, lovely. I'm going to say no blocks, any reactions.
Yeah, I would like to react. I definitely would like to react. So I'm going to activate Uzuri, and I'm going to banish this card face down. You do have a window to react if you would like.
No reactions.
All right, cool. So we are going to put this Shakedown into play as the attacking card and tuck the Infect onto the bottom of the deck. So now this is coming in for 6 with the on-hit effect active from Shakedown.
Cool, so I will take 6.
Sweet. And then I would like to choose red as the on-hit effect, so I get to look at your hand and then banish a red card.
Cool, so we've got all red cards in hand here.
Ooh, lovely.
So we've got Read the Glide Path, red, Seek Horizon, Lace of Blood Rot, and Infecting Shot. So Infecting Shot being the only arrow.
Yeah, you might have an arrow in your arsenal, but also, like, that one's a good one. So let's get the Infecting Shot out of here.
Okay, yep.
So that one is banished. Yeah, I am just going to then arsenal my card and draw up. It is your go.
Okay. Cool, so I'm just going to play this Ravenous Rabble out of my arsenal, revealing a Memorial Ground. So it's coming in for 3 with Go Again.
Okay, 3 Go Again. I think we want to block with this one here. So we're going to block with a Spreading Plague for 3.
Okay, yep, so that's fully blocked. Then I'm going to play a Seek Horizon, choosing to put this on top of my deck to give it Go Again.
Okay. So it's for 4 Go Again?
Yeah.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
Just 1.
Okay, I'm going to no block this. So no blocks. Go to reactions.
Cool, no reactions.
Cool, yep. I take 4, go to 16.
Cool. And then I'm going to arsenal this card and pass.
Alrighty, let's see if we can do something. See if we can do something. You know what? I think we actually want to use our mask here. Yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to activate the Triple M, the Mask of Malicious Manifestations. It's going to cost me a resource to do so. So I'm going to pitch this blue unmovable to do that. We'll float 2. And it says, put a card from your hand or arsenal on the bottom of your deck. Destroy Mask of Malicious Manifestations. Reveal cards from the top of my deck until I reveal an attack action card. Put it into my hand. Then shuffle. I am going to choose a card from my hand. So we're going to take this card. That goes on the bottom of the deck. And then we start revealing cards until we reveal an attack action card. So we reveal... Hey, look, first card. It's an attack action card. It's an Isolate.
There it is.
So Isolate comes into my hand. The mask is destroyed. All right, now we think about what we want to do here. I think we want to... Yeah, I think we want to attack with our spiders. Oh, do we? Or do we want to crack our other piece of equipment? That could be interesting. We're going to attack with our Spider's Bite here for 1, using our floating.
Yeah, we'll take 1.
Okay, and so the on-hit effect is now active. We're going to attack now with... Ooh, this is such a interesting thing. Yeah, I think this is pretty nasty, so we're gonna do it. I'm gonna activate Toxic Tips. That does break the combat chain here. And I'm gonna pitch the Isolate that I got to do so. So that's gonna float 1 here. So Toxic Tip says, for an action, resource, destroy Toxic Tips. The next attack action card I play this turn gains. When this hits a hero, I can choose Frailty, Inertia, or Blood Rot. Create that token under their control. And then I would like to attack you with this blue Sedate for 1. That when it hits, create an Inertia, and then also when it hits, create another token of my choice.
Okay. So it's coming in for
1.
1.
But if it hits, it gives you 2 plagues. It gives you an Inertia and then one of my choice.
It does indeed. So we're going to chuck the Iron Rot legs in front of this and the Wayfinder's crest. So I'll look at the top card when I do that. Okay. Then we're going to chuck in Read the Glide Path and Sedation Shot. So Sedation Shot is debuffed, so it's blocking for a total of 6 at the moment with all those things.
Okay. So you're not going to get these plagues, but you are going to get these plagues. I'm going to play Spreading Plague from Arsenal and give you 4 Blood Rat Pox tokens.
Nice.
So, yep, no damage will be dealt, but you do get 4 Blood Rat Poxes.
That's right.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Alright, your go.
Gonna take some damage.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. It's only 8 damage if you take it all.
Okay. So I know what's on top because I left it there. Crack the Braces of Belief. Reveal the top card. It is a red Sedation Shot.
Okay.
So my next attack gets +2 from this. I'm then going to play Lace with Blood Rot.
Ooh, okay.
Next attack gets +3 plus a Blood Rot if it hits. Then we're going to play a Memorial Ground to put the Barbed Undertow on top of our deck.
Okay.
I'm going to pitch a blue Chassan Scar Great Bow. So there's 2 floating. Choosing to put the Barbed Undertow into my arsenal from the top, which gets an aim counter. And then we'll use one of the floating to fire this at you. So it's coming in for 5. So it's coming in for 10.
10, you say. What's the on-hit effect of the Barbed Undertow?
I choose a colour and you can't pitch those coloured cards, and you get a Blood Rot Pox as well if it hits.
I see. I see. Okay, well, you said it's coming in for 10.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to end up taking a lot of damage here, but so are you, because you have the joy of the Blood Rot. So I'm going to block 6 here. I'll take 4 from the attack. You have a couple on-hit effects, so I'll take 4. I'll go to 12. And then I will get a lovely, lovely Blood Rot of my own.
That's right.
And then what would you like to choose for your Barbed Undertow?
I'll choose blue.
Okay.
And then all those go, and then I will take 8 damage. So I go down to 5.
Glorious, glorious blood rot. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty good card.
I am a big fan of Spreading Plague. Very, very big fan. All right.
Cool. That's it.
All right, my turn is going to be a very simple turn. You know, maybe we'll spread some blood rot. Maybe we'll do more. I don't know. But either way, we're going to come in with this. Rot. Come in with this Infect, which is a 2 attack stealth card. If it hits, crit a blood rot pox. Look at that. Look at that blood rot.
Okay.
I do have a card in hand as well.
We're going to block for 6.
Ooh, 6, you say?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to say no reactions.
Cool, yeah.
Cool. I'd like to just arsenal my last card. And pass turn over to you. And also take 2 damage from my blood rot pox. So I'll go down to 10.
Okay.
Draw 4.
Okay then, so we're going to play Scout the Periphery Red. Look at the top card. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to pitch this Drill Shot to Sandscar Greatbow, load this card off of the top, which is a Infecting Shot, so it will get a name counter.
Nice.
And then we're going to crack the Blossom of Spring to give us a resource to fire this at you. So this is coming in for 7. If it hits, you get a blood rot box.
All right, so 7 and a blood rot. You're at 5, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I think this is where I can be a little greedy. I might. Oh, this is this is one of those plays where it's like, I probably shouldn't do this. I probably shouldn't, but it's the fun thing to do. It's the fun play. You have no cards in your hand.
It's all about
right?
Here on Flesh and Blood YouTube channel.
Yeah. You have no cards in your hand, right?
No, that's it. I'm all spent.
All right. Let me think real quick to make sure I need everything, but I might just keep my entire hand. Well, let me think. So I could do that. Oh, that's so nasty. And you're at 5. All right. Let's do it. I'll take it all.
So you take 7 initially, and then you get a blood rot box.
Yep, I take 7. Okay. I go to. Is it 10? So I go to 3.
Wow. Okay. I'm in danger.
Yes. 3, and I do have a lovely blood rot. Oh, look at that.
Yes. Ooh, spreading the love here.
The good thing is if I whiff and I don't kill Az this turn, I still don't die. The blood rot doesn't kill me, so at least there's that. I likely will die to a dominate, but the idea here, by the way, just to run you through my turn for the people watching out there, is that my turn is going to be so impactful that either Az dies or he has nothing left. I'll take the one from the blood rot, and then I can continue with the pressure because he likely won't have a hand left. So that's the idea. We'll see if we can get there, and we're going to start by attacking with the Spider's Bite. I'm going to pitch this blue Isolate. We're going to float 1 here.
We're going to block for 2 with this Read the Glide Path.
Okay. I would like to, with the go again from my dagger, I would like to attempt to give you your own blood rot pox with this Infect, which is an attack for 3. It's a stealth card. If it hits, you get a blood rot pox. Still have 2 cards.
Block for 3.
Okay. I would like to. You have 2 cards left in hand?
Yeah.
I would like to activate Snapdragon Scalers to give it go again. I would like to now attack you with an Isolate from hand. This is 3 with Dominate and Stealth.
Cool. I'll block for 3 with another battering bolt.
Cool. You still have 1 card left in your hand?
Yeah.
I'm going to activate Uzuri's hero ability, banishing this card. You technically have the option to react here, but you've already blocked the card from hand, so you can only really play an instant. The card is Wreak Havoc, and so I'm going to swap Isolate with Wreak Havoc. Wreak Havoc says defense reactions can't be played to Wreak Havoc's chain link. When it hits a hero, you may turn a card in their arsenal face up, then destroy defense reactions in their arsenal. Az does not have an arsenal, so it doesn't matter. But this is a 6 with Dominate, so it is coming in for 6.
So I'll take 3 from this then.
Yep, you'll take 3 and go to 2.
Try.
And that is going to be it for me. And so, like I said, the idea was either to kill him or to make it so that he has like basically nothing to play. I will take 2 from this Blood Rat Pox and go to 1.
Ooh,
oh, it's a close one. It's a close one.
Yeah.
And then
now normally you would be absolutely correct in the fact that you strip my hand. I only have 1 card in hand, but this is the beauty of the Sandscar Greatbow. So if I pitch it and I draw into a 0 cost, I can still play it.
That is true.
So I just have to hope that that is the case, but it might not be. So yeah, I'm going to pitch the only card in my hand, which is a red, to look at the top card. And it is not a arrow, so I can't do it, unfortunately. So I'm just going to draw up and then pass back to you.
All right, let's see if we can close this out here then. And I think we can, just from sheer shenanigans. Az is at 2, and we can do some shenanigans. But to make sure 100%, because there are instances in Flesh and Blood, to make sure, let's do our due diligence by attacking first with the Spider's Bite, pitching this Infect floating 1.
For 2.
Cool. I will then follow that up with an Isolate. So this is 3 with Dominate.
Cool, so I can only block for 3.
Cool. And then with reaction, I will activate Uzuri's hero ability. I'm going to put this card face down. I'm going to banish it face down. You do have a window to react if you would like, to respond.
No reactions.
All right, we're going to take this Isolate. Or first of all, turn this card face up. It is another Wreak Havoc. So we're going to take this Isolate, put it on the bottom, and now Wreak Havoc is attacking for 6, and defense reactions can't be played to its chain link.
Oh, so yeah. That's pretty much me dead then.
All right, good game.
Nice.
Right down to the wire. It was, that was a close one. That was a real close one. Final card in my hand was this spicy little pursuit of knowledge there. And then my arsenal card was a shakedown. No, that was good. That was really close. I like how I actually got some like good value out of the my equipment pieces at the start, like kind of like, you know, being able to draw into some gas here, and then the toxic tips, making it so that one attack was a little more threatening, you know, threatening the sedation as well as like the any one of these, which was really nice.
Yeah, the previous turn as well, where you was playing, I think it was Infect, and then you gave it go again with the Snapdragons, and then just kept coming at me with the little attacks, and then still swapping in the big one at the end was also quite a big turn as well. Yeah, like
these may be budget pieces, but they're like still pretty good. They're still pretty good. They're not terrible. And the Blossom of Spring, I didn't end up using that game, but in like other games that I played with this deck, like the Blossom can be quite good, especially if you arsenal something like a Death Touch or something like that, because we are running a decent number of Death Touches in the deck where you can just arsenal a card and then just block with your entire hand and then still pop Blossom and attack with a Death Touch, which is not a bad turn at all. So yeah, I think Blossom is still like a pretty decent option here.
Yeah, it's good. Same with arrows as well. Arrows all cost 1, so you know that at any time you can fire off a nice high value arrow for free with Blossom up, which is always good in a Blitz game. Yeah, nice, right down to the wire. Lots of risks taken. Lovely old job. That's Blitz.
Yeah, for sure. So stick around for our second game where we play with more or less these same decks. We started with the Blitz starter decks, upgraded them here, and now we're gonna go full ham. We're gonna go no budget, as strong as possible. So stick around for that. All right, now that you've seen the budget upgrade lists as well as some really fun budget gameplay, let's get into the no budget versions. This is going to be really fun. We have some spicy cards here, everything from legendaries to fabled. Lots to talk about for the upgrades, so let's get to it. All right, let's get on to the full no budget version of the deck. We have 13 main deck cards that we're going to be adding to this list, and we removed 13 from the budget list, as well as a suite of nice shiny equipment. Here are the 13 additions that we are adding to this deck. This, like I said, is our no budget version, so these cards tend to be a little bit more expensive. So first of all, we have a new card, Codex of Frailty. Great recursion card, gives your opponent a frailty, also gives us a ponder. It's a way that we can replay our isolates because these are our bread and butter cards. So this is basically like isolate 7 and 8, but it also can get stuff back like our E-Strikes or Command and Conquers or any of our other powerful cards down here. So Codex of Frailty is great. I ended up cutting one Codex of Bloodrot to make room for some of these. We're also going to be running some pummels now as some attack reactions. Not a ton of pummels. We're just going to be running the red and the blue. Red for maximum on-hit effect, and the blue just because it's a nice card to pitch every now and then. The red getting a +4 is very, very nice, making something like your Shakedown a total 10 attack, or something like your Command and Conquer a total of 10 attack. We're also running Concealed Blades. This is the card that works really well with Flick Knives. It's an attack reaction that pumps up an assassin or ninja attack, and we have plenty of assassin attacks to pump up here by 1, and then when it hits, we can equip a dagger from our inventory. Now keep in mind, you can only equip the dagger if you have an open slot, so if you've already thrown a dagger, then you can equip dagger by using this Concealed Blade and dealing some damage. Keep an eye out for this card during the gameplay. It's a nice little sneaky one. Then we're also running some classics, Enlightened Strike and Command and Conquer. E-Strike is just a really, really nice card. It basically kind of goes along with the theme here of Uzuri. You just need one card and then any other card, and E-Strike does that. So for Uzuri, you just need a stealth card plus any of your power cards that you want to swap in. And E-Strike is just like, yeah, I'll just tuck any card and then have a nice little effect. I often choose Go Again, but the 7 can be really good too. Command and Conquer is just a no-brainer for Uzuri. It's a great card to pummel or Spreading Plague. Just really, really nice in general. So we have the Command and Conquers in the list. And then we also have another assassin favorite, Surgical Extraction, which is going to really, really punish our opponent for not blocking, letting us take a card from their hand. Keep in mind, we have a number of cards in this deck that do this, which is awesome. This is kind of like a little sub-theme of our deck. We have Surgical Extraction, we have Shakedown, and we have Cut Down to Size, plus the 2 pummels. All of these cards really, really like punish our opponent for not blocking, and we get to take cards out of their hand. And then the final edition is a good old Plague Hive. This is just a great one that we can pitch to basically pay for any of our cards if we want to, pay for them just at rate instead of doing some stealth shenanigans. We can just, pitch our Plague Hive. They get a random a plague token, and then we just kind of, can Surgical Extraction, or we can play Command and Conquer, or we can use this to pay for pummel. The fact that it's yellow isn't that big of a deal in this deck because it basically will pay for almost anything that we want to do. So that's great. Keep that in mind. And yeah, let's get on to the Azalea list.
So if you really, really like the feel of Azalea, you really, really like how the hero works and how she operates, there are a few more cards you can actually spend more money on in order to get more consistency, more power, more sort of domination of your opponents. Let's have a quick look at those now. So here's a couple of cards that you can use to upgrade your Azalea deck even further if you do have the resources to do so. The first thing you would pick up are these equipment pieces here. Skullbone Cross Wrap, Fine-Dow Spring Tunic, and Perch Grapplers. Skullbone Cross Wrap is awesome in this deck because obviously it allows you, if you've got a card in your arsenal, to have a look at the top card and get rid of it if you don't want it. So Skullbone Cross Wrap, again, is one of those cards that in Azalea you need to pick up, no matter what sort of shell or what sort of deck style you are playing, whether that's Sandscour or not. Probably less so in Sandscour, because Sandscour has a way of sort of looking at the top card a lot more anyway. But in Azalea decks in general, you have to get the Skullbone Cross Wrap if you're looking to spend. Rain Razors is a really, really good option. As a combat trick, as a way to go wide with Azalea, and just a way to play out a massive arrow, which is always good. Not Death Whistle, another Azalea specialization. Fantastic tutor card, which allows you to go get any arrow you want, put it on top of your deck, and with this deck, as the Sandscour deck, if you've got a card in your arsenal, you can use Azalea to put it into the arsenal with Dominate and an aim counter, or if you've already activated all of your outlets for the turn, you've got your bow left, you can still go and get the card that Not the Death Whistle puts on top with your bow as well. So yeah, very, very good in this deck. So you can destroy, just a great buff that allows you to interact with their next turn. They can't arsenal anything, it actually destroys the card, similar to how Inertia does. Deadeye, just a great interactive piece, works with aim counters really, really well. Obviously, if you hit them with something that has an aim counter on it, you discard a card of your choice from their hand. Premeditate, just an amazing buff card that replaces itself when you do, obviously, the Ponder token. Very, very good. Remorseless, just a great evasive arrow that allows you to drain their life if it hits. And obviously, it's quite evasive as well because they can't play D-Reactor in their arsenal. Codex of Frailty is ridiculously good. It's a recursion piece. It's just a awesome engine piece for Rangers. It replaces itself as well at the end. You can get back any arrows that you blocked with or fired in the previous turns, and you can just push the on-hit effect through that you are looking for in the moment. So yeah, very, very good Codex of Frailty. And then the Quiver space as well. So this is the only one I've got access to at the moment, the Abyssal Depths. But the Quiver design space is great because it allows you to do loads of different things depending on what your matchup is, depending on what your game style is, depending on what your archetype is, what you're facing. So yeah, pick up the Quivers while you can as well if you're looking to play Ranger.
Welcome back, everyone, for Game 2 of the Skirmish Season Gauntlet, Azalea versus Uzuri. We're back with our no-budget deck lists, and as you can see, we're bringing the spice here. So I'm rocking Crown of Providence, Black Tex, Fiendels, Spring Tunic, and a new favorite of mine, Flick Knives. We're going to be tossing some knives Azalea's way. And I chose to run Nerve Scalpel now for this matchup, just in case he's got some of those reactions. And yeah, you probably heard the rest of it in the breakdown that you just saw. So yeah, that's kind of like my little spiel. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be. And it's just nice that I can actually use some bits of armor now, which actually block. Yeah. Because in the budget lists, you don't really get some armor that blocks, unfortunately. Whereas now, Azalea, like, it's the pure like battle style ranger. If you imagine sort of, if you imagine sort of Dark Souls, those guys on the towers with the massive bows that are just like pulling it all the way back and firing it. That's basically what this deck is about.
Silver Knights.
Silver Knights. That's it. Silver Knights. Yeah.
All right. So, want to roll to see who goes first?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Let's see. We got was a 1. I seem to only roll 1s or like 5s today.
5.
See. All right. So what do you choose here?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Seems to be the right option.
Yep. In this matchup, I think that makes a lot of sense. And well, this hand is certainly something. This is certainly something.
It's certainly something.
Yep.
Cool. So Tunic to 1 first of all. Then we will play a Knock the Death Whistle straight away.
All right, this is how we're gonna start it. Let's. How we're
gonna go for it.
Let's see what happens.
Let's go for this. I think no, not this. Maybe that.
Choosing the ways to kill me.
Let's go with this. And then shuffle. And put this on top. Reload a card from the Knock Death Whistle, so I'm going to reload this.
I think you have to... It doesn't matter. I was going to say, I think you have to reveal it for Knock the Death Whistle, but I don't think it matters.
I do, yeah. So it's a drill shot.
Okay, cool.
Then I'm going to activate Azalea's ability to give this Dominate and an aim counter. So
that's annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah. All right.
Then I'm going to lace it with Blood Rot.
Yep.
And then fire it at you for 7 Dominate with Piercing 1.
Yeah, I didn't want my equipment anyway. So 7, huh? Okay. Well. well. Alright, well, I'm gonna take some damage here. I don't think it's worth blocking. I should probably just block with this 3. Yeah. I'll block with leave no witnesses, and I do not have any reactions if you have any reactions.
Cool, no reactions.
Yep, so I will take 4.
So you take 4, you get a Blood Rot Pox, and I'm going to put a -1 counter on the Black Tech Whisperers.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Yep.
Yeah, where's my shiny Blood Rat? There we go. We'll get the Blood Rat. We'll revel in the cold foil Blood Rat.
Cool, and then we're going to Arsenal and pass.
Alrighty, I'll draw up when you draw up. What a absurd turn. Okay, so let me think here. I have. Okay, we can do some stuff here. I could opt to attack you with some of my daggers. I will first not forget my tunic. So there we go. Didn't forget.
Nice.
But I will attack with. I don't want to take the blood rot damage. So I think just keep it simple. We're gonna cut you down to size, and I'm gonna pitch this plague hive to do so. So let's roll to see what you get. We got frailty, inertia, and blood rot pox. We'll say frailty's 1, inertia's 2, blood rot pox is 3. And I have a 3-sided die. You get, that's a 2. That is an inertia. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Yep. This is coming in for 6.
Yep, 6. And if it hits a hero, if you have 4 more cards in your hand, you have to discard a card. So, yep, you're gonna lose a card no matter what.
Okay. 6. So Perch Grapplers and Hornet Sting, and a Battering Bolt. So I'm going to reveal the top card, or look at the top card.
Cool.
Okay. What do I reveal it? What do I do? Reveal. So it's a Ravenous Rabble red on top.
Okay, cool. And do not
so
take
no
the
damage.
It's, cool.
Block 6.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to proceed to the end of my turn. Don't forget that you have a inertia token. And yep. I will pay for the blood rot. So the blood rot will pop, attempt to deal me 2 damage. I'm going to pitch 2 yellow death touches to pay for it.
Okay.
It was a little bit of an awkward hand. Let's put the there. And go ahead.
Tunic to 2. Okay, so going to activate Skullbone Crosswrap, flip up this blue Spire Sniping to look at the top 2. Put them back in any order. Let's just do that. Come in with the damage, or all my cards are going to go anyway because of the thing, so that makes sense, I think. So I'll put them back in the right order. Yeah. So activate Azalea. Put Rain Razors into my arsenal. Then play it. So arrows get +2 this turn. Then I'm going to play a I'm going to activate the Sandscar Greatbow, pitching a Codex of Frailty, so there's 1 floating after this. Look at the top card. And then I can put a card from my hand or top of my deck into my arsenal. I'm just going to put this Barbed Undertow into my arsenal.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to fire this with the 1 floating. So it's coming in for 7, no on hits.
7, you say. No dominate either.
No dominate, no, just 7.
This is quite the conundrum. I think I just want to do that, which makes me take a lot of damage, but I'm going to block 3 with Spreading Plague. And probably just take 4? Yeah, probably just take 4. So I'm going to block 3 and take 4.
Cool, yeah.
Yep. So I'll take 4, go to 12.
Cool. The card in my hand goes to the bottom, and the inertia goes away.
Sweet.
And then I draw, and it should go.
Cool. Got some use out of that inertia. We'll tick Tunic to 2. And I would like to try to infect you, please.
Okay.
Infect you for 1. This is a blue one. It's coming in for 1.
We'll block for 3 and 6.
Okay, I would like to react with Flick Knives. And I want to throw this Nerve Scalpel at you for 1.
Okay. So I'll take 1.
Okay. Do you have any reactions after that?
No reactions.
Cool. I do have another reaction. I would like to activate Uzuri. I'm going to put this card face down. Do you have a response to that?
No.
Cool. I'm going to put Death Touch onto the combat chain instead of Infect. Do you have a reaction to that?
No.
I would like to then play Concealed Blade from hand, giving Death Touch +1. And then when it hits, I get to equip a dagger from my inventory.
Cool. So it'll deal me 1 damage.
Yep, deal you 1 damage. I would like to grab a dagger from my inventory. Let's grab... We'll do Orbital class this time. I know you're running a lot of... You're Azalea, you have a lot of attack actions, but you also have a lot of pumps, so I think Orbital class might be alright here. And then for the Plague, we're going to choose... You have... How many cards do you have in your hand?
2.
We're going to choose damage. We're going to choose Blood Rot Pox.
Okay.
So, Flick Knives, and then these are gone. Cool, I'm just going to pass turn and draw up.
Cool. Tunic to 3. We're going to Ravenous Rabble, first of all, revealing a Seek Horizon, so 4 go again.
Yes, yes it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Now, how much do I care? What do I have in my bin? Let me see. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting! Okay,
Interesting.
I do this, and do this. I'm at... What are you at? You're at a lot, aren't you?
18 still.
Okay. Well then. But 16 unless you pitch to...
Yeah.
To the thing. Okay. Because I can do this, do that, do that, do this? Question mark?
Question mark?
Question mark? I'm gonna no block this. I'll take 4 and go to 8 unless you have a reaction.
No reactions.
Go to 8.
Okay. Cool. Follow that up with a Codex of Frailty.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So-
I will choose Death Touch to put into my arsenal. And I will discard Hmm. Oh, this is such a good one against you, though. Whatever. I'll discard this humble.
Cool. I'm going to choose. Put this into my arsenal. I'm then just going to fire this drill shot at you for nothing.
Oh, for 4?
Yeah.
Let me see. So I can easily do that next turn. If I block there, we'll get the +1, which is kind of a bummer. But if I don't block it out, you're just going to give another -1 to my things. I need at least 2 to do that.
Oh, this doesn't have the aim counter, though, so it doesn't have the piercing.
Oh, that's true. It doesn't have piercing. Haha! Haha! It doesn't actually change my blocks all that much, actually. I think we're still going to block with Crown of Providence. And, well, it doesn't really matter, honestly, here, because I want to save that for later. So I'm just going to block 5 with a Shred and a Crown of Providence. I'm not going to use... Well, there's no reason not to, actually. So I will use Crown to bottom that one and then draw. Interesting. Okay.
Cool.
So
So that's fully blocked.
Yep.
Blood Rot Pox blows up, and I take 2, so go down to 16.
Cool.
And then I'll draw, and she'll go.
All right. So Tunic goes to 3, which is really important for this turn. I would like to Enlighten Strike you with Go again, tucking the card in my hand.
Cool. No blocks.
Okay, no reactions on that.
Take 5.
And then with the Go again, I would like to Death Touch you from Arsenal for 6.
No blocks.
Sweet. Let me think right here. You're gonna have a 4-card hand. The chance that I block with my Flick Knives is probably pretty high here. I'm gonna throw the Orbitoclast at you too, for another point of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's good. Cool. So that takes you down to 4.
That's right.
And then we have a on-hit effect from the Death Touch. So for those watching out there, I am basically trying to decide between Frailty and Blood Rot. Blood Rot doesn't kill him, but it does take him to 2, which is very scary. And 2 is like, if I can keep a 2-card hand with Dominate, then I win. But I have to survive this turn. He's got a 4-card hand. So I'm going to choose Frailty.
Okay.
Choose Frailty. Hopefully that's the right call. Draw and pass to you.
Okay, then. So we're going to play Seek Horizon. Choosing to put this on top to pay for its cost. So it's coming in for 4 with Go again.
Okay. 4 Go again. You put a card on top, so you still have 2 in hand.
Mm-hmm.
If I get to keep my hand, which 2 cards do I want to keep? If I do this, do you have Dominate? Yeah, it's probably smart to block now. So I'll block with Infect for 3 and take 1.
Yep.
Cool. So I go to 7.
Cool. Then I will use the Tunic trigger to fuel the bow. Putting the top card of my deck into my arsenal, so it's an infecting shot, so it gets an aim counter.
Gross. In more ways than one.
I'm then going to play Read the Glide Path. Next arrow gets +3.
Yep.
Look at the top card. That can go to the bottom.
Okay. Not Dominate yet.
No. And we're just going to fire this at you. So it's coming in for 8. Would be 9 if it wasn't for the Frailty. But yeah, 8 on hit, get a blood rot.
You are at 4. I think we just have to block it out. Tunic. Flick knives. Like I said, flick knives. I was like, this thing is not long for this world. Spreading plague. Isolate. 3, 6, 7, 8.
Cool. Yep. Fully blocked.
Yep.
Then it is your go. Frailty goes away.
Cool. This is just going to be a very classic assassin play. Not as scary as normal, but still lethal. Leave no witnesses. So 4. If it hits, banish the card in your arsenal, which you have none, but also the top card of your deck.
Okay. I will just block with Tunic for 1.
Okay. So you'll take 3. Do I crack the whispers now? Probably not. The reason I would crack this now is so I could get it back if I get enough silver later. But I can crack this later when I play another thing that could generate silver. Okay, yeah, cool. So that'll hit. You go to 1 and then banish the top card of your deck, please.
Okay. It is a Fletch the Red Tail red.
I will get a nice shiny little silver. Look at that. Cool. I'm just going to pass the turn and probably... Well, I'm at 7, so I might not die, but I don't know. We'll see. It's your go.
Okay. Knock the death whistle.
Oh, yep. Here it... Yep. Yep. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Red infecting shot.
Yep. Yep.
That on top. Reload a card. So I'll reload this. Activate Azalea to give this dominate and a name counter.
Yep.
Seek and destroy.
That's the secret. You're killing me with my own spoiler cards.
Absolutely. Coming in for 9, dominate. If it hits, you get a blood rot pox.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it has dominate, so I can only block with 1 card. Okay. So, my best odds of killing you are playing this into this? No. Wait, you're at 2? Oh, you're at 1. Okay. I think I have a line of play, maybe. It's going to come down to the wire. I'll block 3 and take 6 and get a blood rot unless you have a reaction.
Cool. Yep, no reactions.
All right, yep. I take 6, go to 1. And I got a lovely blood rot to join my silver. Blood and silver.
Nice.
Okay. So... I think... Oh no, I think I should have kept this one. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I think I could still get there because you're at... Yeah, I think I could still get there. But the reason I joke is because I was like, I'm dead to this blood rot unless I kill you now. And I was factoring in the blood rot that I'm about to give you into the win. And I was like, I should have actually just kept the infect to pitch for the blood rot pox instead of playing this Codex of Blood Rot, which I'm going to do right now. So each hero puts a card from their hand face down to the arsenal. You get a blood rot and I get a ponder. It really won't matter, to be honest. I just want to take a card out of your hand.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to play Isolate that has Stealth and Dominate. So I would like to attack you for 3 with Dominate. 1 card in hand.
Cool. I guess I'll block for 3 and the cross wrap, so I'll block 4.
Yep, and I will give your 3 block -3 with Shred.
Nice.
I think that does it, right? Because you'll still take 2. You'll still take 2 from this.
Yeah.
Nice. That was close. That was really close, man. Like,
Yeah.
I was basically dead. I should have kept the infect and blocked with the codex. Oh no, that I would have died. I had to do it this way because codex only blocks for 2. No, I had to do it this way. Yep. That's the only way to do it because I would have died. So yeah, that was close. That was real close. Good game, my friend. Very much down to the wire. I enjoyed all of the games that we played today. We're not gonna, do a little behind the scene things, but we might have played more than a couple games.
Definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good time.
This is the first time exactly. And this is like the first time really a lot of us has played with like physical cards.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, we definitely played a lot of games behind the scenes. But thanks for everybody who's joined us today. Let us know in the comments below as well with regards to what hero you're taking. Hope you're all having great fun cracking packs as well.
Yeah, so are you gonna take Azalea or Uzuri to your skirmish? I highly recommend either one of them. I think they're a ton of fun, and if you're gonna play with the budget build, if you're gonna play with the full build, I think they're both really, really fun, and definitely worth a shot. I think their Outsiders did a lot to make these heroes very good. Well, obviously Uzuri's new, but Azalea's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff out there. Absolutely.
So thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.